That's not real strawberry juice.
They ground up a real strawberry. Put that juice in.
They ground up Daryl Strawberry and put him inside it.
Oh.
And then he hits a home run right in your mouth.
Oh. That sounds very suggestive.
That's like a home run in my mouth.
We should all say that the next time we bone.
This is Dane. I've been away for a long time, but I was able to get this week's podcast. And I need to let you all know, my friends and neighbors, the audio is just really bad. It's pretty bad for the first while. And then it gets better, but I miss you all, especially my crew in the tub in any town. I can't stay long. I must go. Enjoy the episode.
We'll have to bleep that out because I live in Kettletown.
Kettleton.
USA. 30 miles outside of Kettleton.
Come on, take
Castleton.
me to Kettletown.
Oh.
Take me to Kettletown.
All right, maybe we should actually start.
Oh, okay. I thought we had some.
This is all. No, it was all a lie. None of it was real.
Okay.
Some of it'll get in, maybe.
Used up all my best material, but whatever. Canadian food. Oh, yeah.
Welcome to the PJC cast. Brian's spent. He's done. It's all over for Brian.
Left
He's
it all,
out of
left it all in the
material.
non-existent stage.
In the Upside Down. Where we recorded the opposite podcast. This week starring a terrible monster.
I left it all on Barb's corpse. Spoilers.
Oh.
Can we talk about spoilers? Why is everyone... Also, TK's here. Hello, TK.
Hey, it's a me.
Dana's still
I'm
gone.
embarrassed. Sorry.
You're a Mario. A Martin.
I am a Martin.
Damn, Gina.
Dino Martin.
I mean, Tea Kettle.
How come everyone loves fucking Barb so much? She dies immediately.
I think they just kind of feel bad for her because she got such a raw deal. I think
she got a raw fucking deal.
It's like...
Yeah, but people are like, yeah, Barb, I fucking love Barb, and it's like, what? Barb didn't do anything in the show, except die.
Well, she's just such an underdog. You know, she's such an underdog. I think that some people kind of champion her almost to spite something. I don't know.
I don't have an answer for you.
Cause that was the main reason I started watching it. When I did, I knew I wanted to, but there were BuzzFeed articles about why Barb was so great, and I'm like, what the fuck? Okay, I'm gonna get spoiled on this. I need to see what the fuck, why Barb is so great. And I see her and I'm like, oh, there's that Barb. I wonder what she's gonna do. And then she didn't fucking do anything.
Well, she didn't get a chance to, she got killed off.
She was like, don't fuck that boy, lady, other character with the big eyes and the tiny head.
And she was kind of not wrong about not fucking
she was correct.
Yeah.
But she was like, well, I guess I'll go swimmies forever.
Well, wait, what did the BuzzFeed article say about Barb?
I don't remember, because I think I waited, I left it open until I watched the show to look at, and then I came back and I was very confused, because I was like, what? This is all from episode 2.
Hold on, that raises so many questions for me. Did you leave that tab open for the length of Stranger Things? And if so, how long did it take you to watch all of Stranger Things?
A week? I don't turn my computer off usually.
Oh.
But also, I have all my tabs. I just keep all my tabs. It'll save all my tabs. Right now, to out myself, I probably have 30 tabs open, 25 tabs open.
Wow.
Wow.
Most of which, so some of them are things I want to remember. I have a website where I could very legally download American Gods show open, so I don't forget where I can legally download them from. This is a webcomic I promise I'm going to read, but I haven't touched this in maybe 6 months. There's one pixel art image that I've probably had open since 2015 that I just like to have there. So I'm crazy also is part of the problem.
Yeah.
And then I have like Gmail, Facebook, AOL. This fucking Amazon order that was stolen off my porch, I guess. Fucking goddamn it. I've had this ongoing thing. So I've tried to order from Overwatch a Funko Pop of Tracer. I ordered one on Amazon forever ago, like months ago. And it came, and the box was all fucked up. And I like you keep them in the box. So I was like, this is damaged. So I sent it back, and I was like, I want this replaced. And then they sent me another one that was also fucked up. And I was like, great. But I couldn't replace that one for some reason. I had to return it. And then I ordered another one once I got the refund. That one came damaged, and I was like, all right, you get one more try, Amazon. And I sent it back, and then the one that they sent, I guess, never got delivered or got stolen. So I'm just like, I just am not allowed to have this thing I want. I guess.
Maybe that's the universe being like, hey, yo, Tracer ain't that tight.
Ain't that fucking sick dog.
I don't actually know what I just said. I have not played Overwatch. I knew literally nothing about it, but
I have
just
also
thought I would get a dig in there because I'm an asshole.
Get that fucking dig. I have also not played Overwatch, which is a little weird that I want these things.
I'm a little surprised to hear that, being that you ordered the pop of her.
I don't usually do that. Well,
Yeah.
because I needed to see it through.
You could have more than bought a copy of Overwatch for all the times you reordered her. Though
Well,
I do
I got
get you didn't like
refunded every
rebuy
time.
her each time, of course.
Yeah.
But
I have... I don't know. I just like the characters. You guys, this is a Would You Rather podcast. We're fucking way off target.
would you rather
It's
play
my fault.
Overwatch or not?
I would. I don't own
Would
it,
you
though.
rather return for a full refund, rather return and exchange for something of equal or lesser value, and the remaining funds can be gifted to you on a gift card?
Would you
But
rather
not cash return.
Would you rather order a Funko Pop or steal one off of somebody's porch?
Ooh. Somebody has a different answer than me. All right, let's just dive right in. Just kidding. We took a fucking 15-minute detour to diving in to the tub. PJC Cast. Question number 1. This comes from Justin Bias in the ambiguous San Francisco Bay Area. I don't know where Justin lives. Justin asks us specifically, would you rather be knowingly trapped in the universe of the infomercial genre, or have your current reality regularly but unpredictably turn into a commercial for whatever thing you happen to be using at the time? And then in parentheses, he clarifies, for the second option, imagine a flash mob with cameras and a full crew just surround you and intensely film whatever you're doing.
Oh god.
That's fun.
What if you're using toilet paper though?
That shit's getting fucking broadcast live.
That's kind of my nightmare right there.
That would be a little
I mean,
rough.
would it depend on the type of shit you were taking?
No.
You just have to be on your poopy guard at all times.
Yeah, I would just guess I just never shit again. That would be my solution to that problem. There.
The bathroom door. Does that count?
They bust in. You can't stop this from happening.
I guess I would just, whenever I would shit in the future, I would keep a gun with me with a single bullet just in case, so I could just like, coward's way out, because I'm not surviving that shit.
Literally.
So, but I like that idea because that could make an otherwise terribly bland and boring day not shitty because it might be really funny. But to Brian's point, I feel like what if you're in the middle of like getting a phone call that like your mom died, or like if your boyfriend's breaking up with you or girlfriend or whatever friend, and then people rush in and they're like, "Life got you down."
Try Verizon.
Yeah. It's because when your significant other is like, you just don't hear what I'm saying. When I am like trying to explain a point to you, you don't hear me. Verizon busts in and says, "Can you hear me now?"
Good.
I mean, it could have been executed a little bit better, but I was kind of reaching. But y'all get the point. The joke that I was trying to make.
Yeah.
So to argue for the other side as well. So the other one was living exclusively in infomercial world, right?
Yeah.
That sounds much more nightmarish to me, personally.
Yes, but think of all of the cool fucking gadgets and gizmos you get to play with all the time. Like if you're like late night infomercial and you get to like play with a slap chop, that's pretty cool.
You just get to play with it.
Yeah.
I hope there's food in this universe that I can just like have.
Also,
Like, can I just have it?
When I think of those, I think of them spending a lot of time preparing food, but like never actually eating. Can you remember any actual like eating from an infomercial?
I can remember a tiny nibble from like the Ron Popeil era.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Like he'd fucking dry some jerky or fruit and they'd be like, "Oh yes."
Whoa.
fills me with unholy power.
I don't know this guy. Was he like a cook?
I don't know what the fuck he was. He was a man that sold Ron Popeil branded gadgets.
He was just
and
like
then
he's like an infomercial guru, basically.
yeah, before Slap Chop guy and Billy Mays. He's the original Billy Mays, but not fucking all excited all the time.
Yeah, have you guys seen the, I think it's the subreddit, Where Did the Soda Go?
Yep.
Or something like that? Okay.
It's so good.
That's what it makes me think of. It has my all-time favorite GIF, which is of this weird, kind of like robotic-looking white woman using a neti pot. And, like,
no.
all of her movements are very, like, controlled and weird and robotic. Like, she, like, puts it to her nose, and then she slowly tilts her head, and then she tilts her head a little bit more with the neti pot to her nose, and then it slowly drips out the other side, and that's it.
Ooh.
Maybe that didn't come from that Where Did the Soda Go? But it was, like, from a weird infomercial. I don't know. Anyway, that's the story about my favorite GIF.
It sounds terrible, but it also sounds like just how you use a neti pot.
Yeah,
right?
but the way that she...
If you're a robot,
the way that she did it was a little bit more... it was a little bit more creepy.
Was it kind of like somebody was off camera with a gun pointed at her, being like, "Do it, just do it, keep doing it," and she's like, "I don't want to do it, I want to do it," and like she's kind of forcing herself to do it. Is it kind of like that?
My sinuses are clean already.
Kinda. I'll find it and send it along.
Okay.
Oh, that was quick. Okay. Done.
All right, no waiting. Here we go. What does it look like? Let's see. Oh, I have seen this.
Oh.
She looks like fucking Tim and Eric, man.
She looks kind of like a Resusci Annie, you know, one of those like dolls that you practiced CPR on.
Yeah, she's got fucking no fucking brains behind those eyes. What happened?
No.
And she turns her head like a... You're right. This has to
Isn't
not...
that a fucked up... Isn't
This
that
has to
fucked
be
up?
from a show, right? Like, this has to be comedy.
No, I think it's probably from, like, some sort of infomercial about neti pots. Do they have those? It just...
I mean,
I don't know.
they
It has,
must
like,
have.
a weird... It has, like, a weird gleam of, like, semi-seriousness. Like, you might see it in, like, an anti-sexual harassment video when you're, like, training at Best Buy.
She looks...
Oh, my God.
She looks kind of like
Sorry.
her mind was broken. Like she underwent terrifying like brain tortures, a la like Clockwork Orange, and this is just her now. The human spark inside of her is gone.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm sure this is very entertaining for everybody listening. Us
Yeah,
describing
how do our
this.
viewers fucking get here? What did you Google?
Woman neti pot gif.
There we go. Everyone, you play at home, viewers.
But yeah, one thing I will speak to the infomercial world is that like every problem in that world does have a solution. Like, you know, the question is, there's got to be there's got to be a better way. There's got to be a better way, and there is a better way. You know, it's usually at the end of an hour, you know, or whatever. But yeah, like there's a better way.
You need to get fucking slow rolled on that shit.
That is really nice.
I used to watch as a child. I was such a weird kid. After explaining my fucking weird tab insanity, I used to just sit and actively search for infomercials to watch, right? And I just watch them. And I fucking loved them. And I would like memorize the good ones. Because I really wanted the Ron Popeil pasta maker, and I was like, I can make so many pastas with this. I can make chocolate pasta. They said so in the thing. And but my favorite bit was when they got old and they like lowered the price. I'd have to redo the commercial, but they weren't gonna reshoot the whole thing. So it would like he'd fucking have his like his fucking outbreak moment of like revealing the price finally of this thing. And everyone fucking claps. And he's like, and you'll only pay only 5 easy payments of only $39.95. But then in the updated versions, some fucking weird comic cartoon voice would be like, no, Ron, now it's only 4 easy payments of $39.99. And it was like freeze frame. And it was fucking weird. And that's my whole childhood. Is fucking no, Ron. Don't do it. Don't say that, Ron.
God.
Yeah, I did not watch infomercials.
I was a really cool kid.
I wish I want to see that now though.
I hope it's on YouTube.
Yeah, I'll have to look it up later.
Would that, if that was how they modernized the original trilogy of Star Wars instead of like all the computer graphics bullshit, would that make them better or worse, you think? Like, no, Han!
Better.
Greedo's actually gonna shoot first! You know? I don't know.
No, Luke, you do have the power of the Force. Don't forget it.
The worst part for me was when they spliced in the picture of Hayden Christensen at the end.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
No, Ron, this is an update.
No, Ron, this is Anakin.
No, Ron, Anakin's a sexy young boy. He's a sexy young little boy. Beautiful blonde wavy hair.
And a troubled yet cherubic pout.
Holy shit. Kayla. TK,
I'll be here all night.
Oh boy. So what are we choosing here?
Yeah.
What do we got going?
I mean, damn, at least with the latter option where like there are kind of like flash mobs of infomercials, you get some reprieve from infomercial life in between. So I would probably go with that just to keep some sort of sanity in check, right? Because with the first option, you end up having like there's no reality for you. Everything is slap chops and Vitamixes and like QVC jewelry and like
Hoses that wind up.
Yeah, and like bump its and
HD
Invisibottles.
glasses for your face when you're old.
Yeah, and you know, it's not what I'm about, man. Like, I want more experiences and less things. So I would definitely go for the latter. Just because I think the former would make me go crazy after a while.
That's fair. I would choose Infomercial World. And but mainly because I kind of hate surprises, for the most part. Some surprises are great and fun, but a lot of surprises are kind of terrible. And I think being surprised by an infomercial would be especially terrible. So I think I would lean into it, and at least then I know, oh, I'm stuck in a crazy world. And I think I just kind of lean into it and go crazy with it. And I think I would kind of reach a level. A batshit insane level.
Cancel surprise birthday party for Brian towards the end of the year. Find out if I can get a refund on flight tickets. Just kidding.
A refund
Not
on
really.
the bouncy house and the clowns.
Bouncy
And the thing, the other things that Brian's really afraid of. For his
I would
birthday.
100% keep the bouncy house. Like,
Oh.
what's that
Brian's not
webcomic
invited.
that has the one that's like, you know, I already paid for this bouncy castle, so are you going to take your shoes off or what?
I don't know.
That does sound familiar.
I'll find it. Yeah, I'll
Have
find
you
it.
seen? There's one where like some guy sees written in a bathroom stall like for a good time call this number, and he's like and then the next frame you see him like hang gliding with some dude, and he's like, no one's ever called me.
Jimmy, where would you live?
Oh yeah, I have to answer. I'd be in fucking. I'm good at hosting. I'd be the flash mob one. Cause I think I'd go a little too crazy. Just being stuck in a weird alternate dimension, where maybe I'm famous as a host, and maybe people see my butthole, but like that's a risk I'm willing to take. You know, like my little poopy little butt with a
Well-
buy Charmin Ultra.
Well, you know, if our friend Seal has taught us anything, if we're gonna survive, we gotta be a little bit crazy. So it's a good choice, Jimmy. It's a good
I
choice.
love Seal.
Seal would approve.
I love him. I forgot that he did that song. I don't know any other Seal songs besides that and Kissed by a Rose or whatever.
When Dane came through, we went and did karaoke, and he and Soup Cannon did Kiss from a Rose, but the lyrics were very wrong.
Oh.
They were like, it was bad karaoke.
I am upset that nobody documented this.
I actually have a full 5-minute long video of them singing Toto's Africa, if you want it.
I do very, very much.
You guys know this song, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah.
Do. You know what I love? You know what I love
Yeah.
more than that song though?
What?
Love.
Aw.
Specifically. Between two surprise parties.
That's the best and only true kind of love.
The one true love.
Anonymous,
Unless you're Brian and hates surprises.
anonymous internet love. The only kind of
Where-
surprise I love. Tonight on Silk Stockings. It's
Showing
Lonely
up at your
Hearts,
doorstep.
on the USA Network.
It would be on USA.
Characters
Home of.
welcome. And speaking
Home
of
of.
characters, Jimmy and I have a pair of them this week.
Hey.
Hey. Yeah, it's Lonely Hearts, folks, where we draft two unwitting proles and surprise them, though they never find out about it. Ideally, unless I guess one of these days they're bound to find out. And that's why I'm glad my name really isn't Brian. So mine is entitled this week. And it's kind of short. I'm going to admit up front, it's a bit short but sweet. Mine is entitled The Lumbersexual Who Wants a Patagonia Girl.
Oh.
San Francisco, or as I like to call it, San Fran Cheesy. She begins. I am seeking someone 33% prep, 33% hipster, and 33% outdoors. She leaves out that last 1%. Keywords. Subaru.
No!
Patagonia. Thrift stores. Tahoe. Cabo. Tacos. Trucker hats. Fleece jackets. Design. Tech.
No.
The arts. Not just arts. Vampire Weekend.
Oh.
Oh.
Arnold Palmer, parentheses, the drink.
Whoa.
Age
I have
33.
questions. I have questions about that last one.
That's her
Was that
entire
it?
personal. Yeah, that's the whole thing.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Is Arnold Palmer like a hipster thing?
Is it?
I think it's at least 33% hipster. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
It's half lemonade, half iced tea, 33% hipster.
Yeah.
Man, what if she didn't say anything? She was just like, these things. I like them or I want you to be them. Or I'm not sure.
It's almost like she was trying to Google a boyfriend. These are my search terms: Subaru, Patagonia, thrift stores, etc.
What is Patagonia?
It's a brand.
Patagonia is a like outdoorsy clothing brand, kind of like the North Face.
Yeah, exactly.
If you're familiar.
I'm not familiar.
Yeah, it's all over up here in Kettletown, USA. I'll tell you, close to Canada. But it's just like it's status clothing if you want to show people how like outdoorsy you are. So like you always wear your like Patagonia jacket because like I totally went on this amazing hike last weekend and I just have not come down from the high of just like getting that high. You know what I mean? So like
Humans
I just can't
are
wait
the worst.
I just can't wait to get into my Subaru and go back out and just experience life. Oh, life.
TK,
You know
do you
what I mean?
remember?
Life.
Do you remember our Subaru Lonely Heart previously?
Rekindle my memory.
Somebody that just wanted somebody who is fucking balls deep into Subarus. And then we made fun of Subarus, and then I guess a non-zero amount of people were like, hey, Subarus aren't dumb. And we were like, I don't know, maybe they are dumb, though.
Wait.
The internet blowback was insane. Our brand was nearly sunk.
Well,
It
okay,
was
so
ridiculous.
I have heard that Subarus don't depreciate in value. But
And I find that so sexy.
but they're expensive as fuck, and I don't know anything more than that. Yeah. Wow. So, okay, so 33% hipster, 33% outdoorsy, and then 33%
Preppy.
Subaru? Prep. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, 33% Subaru. Yeah, that's
If you don't have at least
Oh,
one
yeah.
shirt with a tiny alligator on it, we're fucking Dunyan rings.
I mean, I don't know why this person just doesn't move to, like, the east side of Seattle, Washington, where there's, like, those people. Can we strip that from... Can we cut that in post? Because, you know what, fuck it, whatever. I'm just a kettle. Can't
Where do
tell
you
me.
live even?
Don't cut it. Add it in
stove
twice.
top? I'm gonna double it.
Boom.
TK.
What?
You blew it.
What? What did I
You
miss?
blew it. Oh, sorry.
I blew it.
no.
I spoke quietly into my microphone, which isn't the microphone that I'm talking to you both on.
Oh,
I forgot.
okay.
I blew it.
Hey guys, you think I would be more on top of my own fucking catchphrase? Dear God. I'm not. It was funny like the first time, and then I just never
No,
thought
it's
about
still
it again.
funny.
It's still funny. I only think about it in hindsight. So I gotta get better at that.
Retro
All right,
hindsight.
I'm I'm going to promise that for the remainder of the episode, I will blow it at least one more time, and I will catch it. And I will give the audience what they want.
Okay.
It's a game that the viewers at home can play. Can you spot the blow it?
When did Kettle blow it?
Tweet at us with the blow it moment. Hashtag blow it.
Hashtag TK blew it.
I'm sure that hashtag is already taken by more vulgar things. More vulgar than me, by the way. So that's saying something.
Probably.
Whoa.
Yeah. Jimmy.
All right, we're gonna
or maybe like blow pops.
It's
blow otter hops.
Juicy jewel flavor. Blow ring pop.
Pure sugar. All right, so my Lonely Hearts is also a short one, and it's not gonna seem so much at first, but you're gonna have to let me continue. So the title is "Step into My Office Today," and that's in all caps. Cat emoji, water droplet emoji, men for women.
Oh, I just got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Body athletic, height 5'11", status single, age 30. I want to host a clean and sane woman for a one-time deal that could potentially turn into an ongoing thing.
Ooh,
no
great
pic,
setup.
I'm not replying, sorry. Time is too valuable to waste, and I feel like if you really like my ad, you return the favor and send a pic. I busted a few guys pretending to be women, and women putting up fake pics, so I'm very guarded in this aspect. And that's the whole ad, and that's not very sensational. But he has included a picture that I thought was incredible. So it's him from the waist down, cock right out, fully erect. But it's what's in the background that really has me getting me fucking rock hard. We got he has his laptop out and he's got something on the screen that I can't really tell. It might be like chat roulette, but I don't feel confident. It might be YouPorn or Pornhub, I mean, or something. But next to his laptop, so his laptop is on one of those boards that just a surface that you can place on a table that's on like his bed or something. And also on this big board is in what appears to be an unopened container of Jägermeister.
Okay.
A very, very large plate of buffalo wings, some of which have been consumed.
Oh, God.
And not one, but two wrapped condoms. On his thing. So, like, I don't really... So,
Happy
any
Mother's
one of these
Day.
things... Yeah, like... And he's placed the picture in such a way that his dick is hovering right over the wings. And it looks like a fucking mess. Like, this is not a good dick pic, like, at all.
Is this like supposed to be his quote-unquote office?
It looks like his bedroom... definitely looks like a bedroom. Like there's a router or like a Comcast modem just on the floor next to what is probably his television, which I can also see in this photo. And it's just delightful. It's like, why do you just have two condoms around?
Well, because you never know where. Sometimes you gotta double bag it.
Don't do that, kids. Don't do that.
One's for him, one's for the wangs.
Like they're like a take-home baggie. You just put wings in the fucking condom and send her on her way.
I like my buffalo wings lubricated. Thank you very much.
He's gonna double team that lady with the wings. So, Jimmy, when you started talking about referring to the things in the background, I don't know if this is better or worse, but the first thing that popped in my head was I thought you were going to say, like, walls covered in Naruto anime scrolls.
That would have been way better.
So tight. Yeah, I don't know if that's better or worse. This is not the most romantic of tableaus, I will say.
No, he's like, come on over, I'll fuck you, but my fingers will be all hot and spicy, so don't expect any fucking hand action. Or do, I don't know. Also, let's get drunk, I have 2 condoms.
But you guys, I'm still trying to wrap my head around the subject line. So, like, when you said step into my office, I was like, okay, so this is going to be like a secretary type scenario, right? Where like it's going to be some sort of like dom sub thing where like he wants some girl to like be his secretary or whatever.
Yeah.
And so
it
now
sounds
I'm
like perhaps he just works from home. Maybe.
Yeah. But like, why is it chicken wings?
I don't know. It's just like he was in the middle of this is why I'm so fucking all about this, because like he's in the middle of dinner, decides he just has to fucking take a dick pic, maybe for Craigslist, maybe for someone else.
And is this his idea of dinner? Like a fucking bowl of wings and a like a handle of Jaeger?
It's like a lot of wings too. Like it's a bunch of wings. It's a whole plate of wings.
So
like I see at least 12, I think.
So like when you like my what I envisioned when you said the step into my office and then the like cat emoji in the water, I thought he was suggesting like I'm fucking Dr. Pussyology. I'll get your juices working. And like it's like none of that is alluded to. Like nothing has set up that idea that this guy is good at pleasing ladies. I mean, like if anything, if his mouth is all full of like spicy wing sauce and Jaeger, like that mouth should not be going near any business. That's not gonna please nobody.
Yeah.
God, you guys, I just really want buffalo wings now.
But in your mouth only, right?
Just in my mouth.
Yeah.
Just in my mouth. And then to come out of my asshole after being fully digested later.
As
but
God
nowhere
intended.
else.
But nowhere else.
This is my special secret recipe. I'm God. This is spiciest wings this side of the Red River. What was it? What was the river he split? No, who split the ocean? Who did that?
Moses?
The Red Sea.
Split?
He divided
That's
the Red
what I
Sea.
mean.
Yeah.
Not the Red River.
Sea.
Parted the
Not
Red
the
Sea.
Red River.
And that also that suggests to me when put into a sexual context of like menstruation.
God don't care. That shit's natural, baby. I'm God.
That's fair. Yeah, I mean, what are you gonna do? You know.
He fucking high fives one of his angel bros.
Oh dear.
So
do we have a match? Are we gonna do it? I don't think so.
I think the buffalo wings is probably a no-go because it doesn't fall into any of those 33% criteria. Because preppies wouldn't eat buffalo wings, hipsters wouldn't eat buffalo wings, and outdoorsy types wouldn't eat buffalo wings.
Do hipsters not eat buffalo wings?
Hipsters might eat them.
They're on the bone.
Hipsters are vegan.
Hipsters might eat them ironically.
When they're taking a break from their veganism, their raw veganism.
Are these buffalo wings raw and vegan?
Why, yes, that's an empty plate, sir.
It's just a puddle of buffalo sauce.
Have you guys seen? There's a whole fucking list of people who have posted on social media that they like cooking their chicken rare. Have you fucking seen this?
Ew, yeah. I saw a meme.
It's like there's so many people. They're cooking their chicken rare. And it's
God.
awful. Don't cook your chicken. Cook your chicken all the way. Or don't cook your chicken at all. And then don't eat it also.
You know, what I really like is that chicken sashimi. It's
No.
really good. It's great. It's gourmet.
Ooh.
Yeah, some places you'll go and you'll look at the menu and you'll see chicken over rice and you'll order it expecting chicken sashimi. But then they send you like a fully cooked chicken over rice and you're just like, what the fuck is this garbage? And then you flip the table.
You ruined it.
Yeah. This definitely went over 185 degrees.
You killed all the bacteria in this chicken.
Why'd you leave the head
I
on
need that-
also?
I need that for my gut.
It's important for my enzymes and cultures. It's the perfect balance currently.
Nothing restores your gut fauna like raw chicken.
Nothing restores your gut fauna like fucking eating up on Bambi. Also, unrelated. Da 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 da. Anyways, our second question. Do you guys understand that we've been recording for 54 minutes, and we're on question 2?
We are the best.
We're really good at.
I'm really chatty.
It's okay. I'm not
talking.
complaining.
I just miss you so much.
I think that is a factor.
Wait, let's delay this longer, because I want to ask TK something.
Okay.
Now, TK, one fateful evening, you and I were waiting to see a show together, for one soup cannon, I believe, and it started raining. It started sprinkling a little bit. Can you tell our viewers what happened next?
If I recall correctly, and feel free to flesh out the story, I think we met up with Brian or something.
So
and
before
he was putting on a hat or something,
go
right?
ahead. So what happened? It was Brian was not here yet, which makes the story way better.
God.
It started sprinkling.
And I know, I remember what I said, and then I remember what happened, but I don't remember all of the content. Okay, so basically, I was like, you know what? I don't give a shit. I don't need no umbrella. I don't need no hat. Little sprinkles never hurt nobody.
God.
And then, for some reason, I got it in my head that I was going to change Brian's name in my phone to Lil Sprinkles. And
then you did it, and then Brian showed up. And you proceeded for the rest of your life to call him Lil Sprinkles.
And no, not the rest of my life. He vocalized that he hated it in so many terms.
All right, hold on a minute. That has not stopped you previously.
It's just inaccurate.
No.
It's just inaccurate.
You have hurt
because
many.
Little Sprinkles never hurt nobody, but I did. So
I was gonna
I just want to
say,
accurate.
Brian, what's in your deep dark past?
Bad things. Snakes. Scars. Bigfoot. Bigfoot.
Oh, that went away.
Oh.
Brian, you okay over there?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm coming back. I'm coming back from my dark past. I'm
Deep breathing, deep breaths.
Bigfoot. Sorry. I'm back.
Yeah, somebody not liking a nickname has never ever once stopped me.
Kayla has introduced me to people that I had not met before as jammies. Because TK likes to call me that. Because it's like pajamas, and that's comforting, so I shouldn't be upset. Is what TK has sold me.
I would like the listenership to weigh in on this, because I think that you might find that I am in the majority in this line of thinking.
I don't know.
Okay, for instance, there's a company out there that sells sweatpants with feet, like footsies, like feet, footies, foots?
Footsies?
And, I see that, and I'm like, oh, that's nice. That's, I bet that's nice and cozy and comforting. Just like my friendship with Jimmy. Aw, jammies. And that's where that comes from.
But you you just sprung it on me one day. It's much like Brian's story. You were just like, jammies, and I'm like, whoa, I'm sorry, what? That's not a thing you should call me. And you're like, no, but listen, no, because it's comforting, and I'm like,
Hey, when inspiration strikes, genius waits for no one.
You've truncated it to jams, which I like way better.
Yeah.
Way better.
You are still all caps jammies in my phone.
And a child on your phone.
Yeah.
I'm a basketball jersey.
I hope it brings you a little bit of comfort to know that I did remove the Lil Sprinkles nickname from your record in my phone. Because I started to feel bad. Because I don't know, there's something about... Like, I don't feel bad about Jimmy's nickname, because Jammies makes total fucking sense to me. Like, I think it's the sweetest nickname in the world. But, like, Lil Sprinkles, it's a little too saccharine. I get it. And I was like, you know what, I'm not going to do this. It's okay.
Well, I thank you. I can finally know some peace. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay. Jimmy or Jammies till you die.
I'm gonna die right now. TK, in my phone, your picture is a picture of you with your lips pursed and your mouth open a tiny bit with the baby head emoji inside your mouth.
That was that time I was on Snapchat for a second and started putting emoji in weird places.
I remember the night you took that picture. Oh my god.
We were at your apartment.
That was the night we watched, we were in your apartment. We watched, not Hulk Hogan. Was it the Hulk Hogan movie?
Oh, it might have been. Yeah.
No Holds Barred?
Yeah, I think.
It might have been, yeah.
Yeah.
Brian, in my phone, your picture is you with two of the scared face, like the shocked face emojis covering your eyes. just for context.
I vaguely remember that too when I was on Snapchat for a minute. Yeah.
Danes has the chicken drumstick emoji in his mouth. It's a lot going on.
Oh, good times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna make a fucking bold decision. We're gonna skip the second Would You Rather of this episode.
Fair.
We're gonna jump right into fucking Marry Fuck Kill. Because we told a lot of stories.
Would you rather have the nickname Jammies or the nickname Little Sprinkles? We're gonna put that one out into the world.
And please answer us. Actually, pause the podcast. Email the PJCcast@gmail.com or write us on Facebook and tell us, and we will relay back the information when we have the votes. Don't vote. Don't message one of us if you know us. Vote. Message the thing, guys. Come on.
The world needs to know. Information needs to be free.
It's free. We can all get on GitHub and fucking download a nickname generator.
Wake up, sheeple. Download your nickname.
God damn it. BuzzFeed,
like
top 5 neural network nicknames.
Social media.
Oh, God.
All right.
It sounds like something out of Transmetropolitan.
It kind of does.
I'd like to upload my consciousness to BuzzFeed, specifically. All right. So, a hard cut to the Marry Fuck Kill. Marry Fuck Kill, Curious George, George of the Jungle, or George Costanza. Go.
Okay. So quick question right off the bat. Is this George of the Jungle like the cartoon or George of the Jungle with Brendan Fraser?
I'm going to say all-encompassing. You choose or discharge at your discretion.
Okay. That's fair. Okay. Some latitude there.
Because Curious George, same thing. Kind of like, he's had a lot of iterations, I suppose. So you can take it as you will. He's very curious. Very George.
George Costanza more strongly realized as a single thing, so
Yeah.
that helps.
He is a human, but he's also kind of a putz.
Yeah, he definitely a huge putz.
I say kind of, but it's way more than kind of.
Also, isn't he a Mets fan or is he a Yankees fan? Can't remember.
Didn't he work for the Yankees?
Did he work for the Yankees?
I think so.
He worked for.
I'm mixing it up. So the character George Costanza worked for the Yankees, but Jerry Seinfeld, IRL, is a huge Mets fan. Got it. I'm up to
Conflict.
No. So I don't know. Brendan Fraser is kind of a beefcake, if I recall correctly.
He's a babe for
In
sure.
that era, definitely, yeah.
Yeah. I'm sure he hasn't aged particularly well, but you know what? Aging is aging, and it all
Maybe he
comes for
has.
us. It all comes for us in time.
I want to find out now.
I don't know.
I envision time as a hunter.
Because he's not acting anymore, right?
I
They put out a National Treasure movie recently, didn't they?
I think
him?
he's done some acting. I think he not as much as he was. I think he kind of fell out of favor.
He was in Brain Candy Kids and all. For a moment.
I think he was also in an episode or two of Scrubs. I heard, but
Oh, shit.
yeah, that's big
The
news.
episode with the mummy on Scrubs. We gotta bring this mummy back to life!
That
with
episode,
flashbacks!
That episode of Scrubs where they worked on Encino Man to unfreeze him. Then refreeze him.
For a hilarious montage.
Did y'all ever
Yes.
see that movie Bedazzled with Brendan Fraser and Elizabeth Hurley?
Hurley. I did see that movie.
There's a song he's saying about the dolphin-safe tuna.
No.
I don't. Do you?
All I remember from that movie, yeah, I remember
How's it go?
it word for fucking word.
Regale us.
Swimming by the sandy shore, dancing up upon the waves. Dolphin, dolphin, I adore everything you are. You're so much more than a fish to me, my playful friend beneath the sea. That's it, that's the song.
That's pretty good.
He's a strong marriage candidate for sure.
He kind of looks still pretty good. It's hard to say. Wait, I need to Google Brendan Fraser 2016. Here we go. Hold
It's
on. Now.
2017.
Yeah, but that's close enough. If he got hit by a car only in the face since last year, that changes things dramatically. What about Curious George? How hot or cold? Hot or cold on the monkey?
Cold.
I don't have any real strong feelings about the monkey. It would be bestiality if you fucked him.
True.
Yeah, but that's okay.
I mean, that's
You heard it
true.
here first,
This is a
folks.
safe space.
You heard it here, folks. Jimmy says bestiality is okay.
Safe. It's
I
a
feel
safe.
like
It's
that's
safe.
never stopped any of the earlier Mary Fuck kills.
True.
Although
True.
I can't remember animals specifically in a Mary Fuck kill.
You know, I'm reasonably sure that has come up before. So yeah,
sure.
I can't be. I you know. All is fair in love and war.
Oh, just blind.
Love is blind.
I don't know. Isn't Curious George kind of a menace? Isn't he kind of like a bratty little kid?
I think he just gets lost all the time. I don't actually remember what his deal is. He just he always gets separated from the man in the yellow hat, and he's like, Curious George, you fucking bitch, like, get over here. And he's like, I'm gonna climb this tree and look inside a thing, and I'm gonna get very lost.
I did have. I gotta admit, my parents did have sort of an issue with that in those books. When the man in the yellow hat would call Curious George a bitch, they were kind of like, maybe that's not okay, but they'd buy the books anyway, so you know, whatever.
He's just too curious.
I don't know, and I think George Costanza is like interesting. I mean, he's for lack of a better word, kind of a little bitch sometimes, but like I don't know. I kind of get the grouchiness and like kind of curmudgeonliness of his shit sometimes, you know? I don't know.
I mean, I kind of get what you mean. He's sort of a misanthrope, but sometimes you can kind of relate to that, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of times it's his own fault, but a lot of times it's not. But a lot of times if it's his own fault. Or he just sort of makes the situation worse.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, I think I've got my answers.
Okay.
TBH.
Regale us.
Lay it on.
So, I would marry George of the Jungle, because he is like moldable, and I could teach him how to be a good relationship man. And also a total babe, so 100% worth banging on a regular basis. I would fuck George Costanza, just because it would be, I don't know, a fun kind of like one night fling, and who knows what went on in his day, so he's probably got some like weird ragey thing that he needs to get out, or he's gonna like try some like funky thing that he heard about but like wasn't sure about, but like, you know, maybe the ladies might be into or whatever. You know, but like I don't actually have to like listen to him talk too much. And then I would definitely kill Curious George, because like, stop getting lost.
God.
Yeah, like just fucking open up Google Maps and like just figure it out. I don't know. I also don't really like children, so
He's children and an animal, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. Monkeys play by different rules.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm even mad, so I don't know if you guys saw, but I got Jordan a kitten for his birthday. And sometimes
It's so
I'm even
cute.
mad at this fucking kitten. I mean, the kitten is adorable, but he's a menace. He like, he's a menace. And I feel bad, because I'm like, you're just a kitten and you're trying to learn how to get around in the world, but I don't, like, you're annoying. Stop it. So, I don't know. That's why I'd kill George. The curious one.
Because of the kitten. Yeah.
I mean, among other things. My short, like, ability to tolerate children and shit like that. Anyway, that's me.
Well said. Well said. Okay. So I think I've got my answer figured out too.
Cool.
So I think I would fuck George of the Jungle, because like you mentioned, he's a hottie with body. In any of his incarnations, even as a cartoon, he's beefcake, he's beef boy. But yeah, if he was Brendan Fraser in his sort of glory days, he would be super bonable. Bone up on him, am I right? Definitely bone in there. And I think I guess I would marry Curious George. And like, I guess I would definitely be doing a lot of the heavy lifting in that relationship, but maybe his wonder and the excitement with the world of man would be interesting. I don't know. I'm kind of reaching here. Because mainly I just want to kill George Costanza. Because he just seems like no shade, no tea, no shade, no lemonade. He seems like he's just such a misanthrope. He's just such a full of like resentment, and like I think it'd be hell to marry him. He killed his fiance, kind of. I mean, I don't know. I think
sort of did that.
He sort of did that. And I don't know if he'd be good at fucking. And I think he'd be a talker. I think he would be a talker, and I think that would make it even worse. So I think I'd kill him. I think I would kill him, and I think I'd get some joy from that. So there's that. But yeah, them's mines.
Yeah, good points about George, though. Costanza.
I think I made some good points about all the Georges, except for maybe George of the Jungle. I mean, Curious George.
Good points on the Georges.
Yeah,
George.
All around.
Yeah. So I'd fuck George, marry George, and kill George. Moving on.
Yeah.
You dick.
Jimmy.
No,
Nope.
I'm joking.
Yeah.
I'm actually gonna marry George Costanza.
Oh my god. Okay. No.
I know. So if nothing else, I think it would make my life very interesting. Maybe I'd die. But
I'd give you better chances than his fiancée in the show.
Yeah. And then I would fuck George of the Jungle, because, man, he got them strong arms and them strong everything.
Yeah.
And I'd kill a stupid idiot monkey man.
Yeah.
That's just a monkey. I'd fucking grab him by his stupid little tail, I'd throw him in the big yellow hat, and I'd fucking drop him right off bridge.
What a death.
And then he'd be like, I can swim. And I'd be like, oh, God damn it. When did you learn how to talk?
I was about to say. Talk about a curious George.
I was so curious about this English language dictionary. I read it all.
In my head, I just watch Curious George kind of like bobble up inside of the yellow hat, and as the yellow hat drifts off into the sea away from the bridge, he just looks at you with those big ol' sweet, sad monkey eyes. Why did you do this to me? I am sailing into oblivion. And you're just like, see ya, sucker, and walk away.
He's like, see you never. And he's like, never. Never say you. I'll show you. But then he drowns, because he's dead. Fucking monkey man. Alright, our last Would You Rather comes to us from the internet. But users, you should fix that. Send us shit. This feels like one we might have already asked, since it's kind of simple and straightforward. So if that is the case, let me know. But would you rather always tell the truth or always lie? It's a tough one. It's a toughie.
You guys, sometimes I can be really judgy. That would get me in so much trouble.
Because you can't have lies of omission.
Yeah.
You gotta tell the truth.
Sometimes I'm just like, man, you're a fucking idiot, but I never say it out loud. But like, if I were at work and had to be like, hey, I think you're a fucking idiot, I'm fucked. I blew it!
You blew it! Yay!
Yeah! Thank you.
Podcast
You'll be here.
saved.
Yeah. So that one's scary to me.
Yeah.
It's a little tricky.
I mean, similarly, I can get pretty pissy about things, and like even like just spiteful little stupid things. And yeah, I think that would definitely lead to some heartbreak, some hardship.
But like on the other side, how much hardship would happen if you always lied?
Yeah, I think that would that would also
Be
cause a
worse.
lot of trouble, because like you'd be lying about times when you wanted to tell the truth too, and that would definitely cause some shit to be stirred.
It's like
Yeah,
you
I
could
think
maybe go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, I think you would get even in more trouble if everything that you said was a lie. Right? Because, like, even if you're, like, telling the truth, I don't know, I can kind of be harshly honest sometimes, which is something I'm working on, but, like, if you can find a way to, like, navigate the conversation so that always telling the truth isn't, like, you're a fucking idiot, but, like, hey, I think that you're wrong about these things. Like, you can navigate around that, but you can't really navigate around a lie. Because it's either a small lie or a big lie, right? So, either way, it's false. Does that make sense? Am I getting, like, super cerebral and deep right now?
No. Well, maybe. I mean, but that's okay.
I think this warrants it. It's a question that
It's a
opens up
serious
a lot of
series
doors.
of question. It's like you could you maybe kind of trick someone or like teach someone about your lies so that they just know that it's you?
Just wear a sign around your neck that says, every day is opposite day with me.
Except that would be a lie.
Well,
You
not if
have
somebody
to
else
lie.
makes the sign.
How? Well, yeah. You just have to wait for somebody to make that sign. I guess you can
Yeah.
still ask questions. You just couldn't tell the truth.
I bet there's a
Right?
way around that. I bet you could get somebody to make that sign for you.
You're like, I don't need you to make this sign. I really, really don't need it today. It definitely.
You can just use your facial expressions. Like, just because you have to vocalize lies doesn't mean that you're like, you can't be like, you need this, or you don't need this sign, but like, wink, wink, eye raise, I'm kidding, right? And like, somehow find somebody to dupe them in.
I don't know if you could even do that, though. You couldn't, like, eye wink your way out of it. Because you have to lie. You have to lie convincingly. Otherwise, it's just a joke.
That was not part of the Would You Rather. It was tell a lie. Always, tell lies.
I feel like that means... But if you're joking, that's not a lie. That's a joke. Is how I would wager this. You know what I mean? A joke's pretty clear. A lie isn't.
Yeah, there's a certain, like, no, I see what you're saying. I mean, like, there's an interpretive clarity there.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm not wording that the best, but yeah.
Because, go ahead.
I'm just trying to imagine some scenarios where, like, always lying would totally bone you, and I for some reason the first one I go to is like at the pharmacy, because like I regularly have to go to the pharmacy because I'm a sick boy. Feel bad for me. But I'm just imagining like the pharmacist being like, here to pick up a prescription, and just being like, nope, and then being like, okay, fuck off, and just being worse. In every way.
Or like ending up in the hospital. Like, do you feel bad? No. Do you feel sick? No. Are you in pain? No.
Well, your arm's broken. Are you sure?
Well, you're shitting blood all over the floor. Is that normal for you? Yes. Okay, then. See you later, blood shit.
That old blood shit. He comes in here every day.
I haven't mentioned this on the podcast before, but my last name is Bloodshit.
Oh, fuck.
Brian Bloodshit.
Brian Bloodshit.
Yep, that's my name. Don't wear it out.
Oh,
But for some reason, the nickname Lil Sprinkles was too far.
These aren't little sprinkles.
They're big, juicy
They're
red
big ol'
sprinkles.
Ew.
Yeah, I think I would have to, for the sake of survivability, go with always tell the truth. I think I'd have to go that way. I think that would just be easier to cope with.
Yeah.
I think you're right.
Yeah,
I think I would also
agree.
have to do that for the same reasons. Like you might get into some uncomfortable situations, but you wouldn't have a hard time living life in that way.
Yeah. Maybe
Yeah,
it would
I would.
Go ahead, sorry.
Oh, I was going to say, I would also go with telling the truth. It's just safer all around. And, there are some, like, brutally honest people out in the world, and some people just love them. Like look at Louis C.K., or, people like that, where, like, just spouting truth, but, maybe you don't want to hear it, but, it's not wrong.
Yeah.
He talks about airplanes and satellites. Sometimes.
Anytime my phone's going slow, I just think of him being like, your phone is literally, like, sending information and receiving information from space. Like, your phone is, like, going to space. And you're bitching about something taking 5 seconds to load because it can't go to space and come back from space fast enough for you.
It's pretty good. And accurate.
Yeah.
Man, that old Louise. Louise.
Man, you guys, I think we have ourselves a show.
I think we did it.
We did it.
I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
we didn't blow it.
God.
We skipped the whole
We didn't
thing,
blow
but
it.
I think it's okay.
Jimmy, I wouldn't say that we skipped it. I would say that we turned it back on the audience and gave the podcast a more interactive element by posing a would you rather to the listenership. So we didn't technically skip it. We just it's audience participation this time.
Exactly.
I like it. And they got to learn a little bit about what our phones contain and what our lives have previously contained and still contain to this day. In a way.
Yeah. I'd say it's a success.
They have just enough information to blackmail us with.
Isn't that what the
enough.
show's really all about?
The PJC stands for the Blackmail Podcast, somehow. Don't ask me how. Because I literally can't tell you.
This week on Blackmail Cast, I murdered my wife. Not really.
Here's where I buried the body. Only tell the police.
Only tell the police.
Don't not tell the police and hold it over my head, please. If you please. Alright, I think that about does it for another murder cast. Thank you all for joining us. If you'd like to send us a question, please, through the following channels, in order of we'll look at them. We'll look at them all. But we are on Facebook, we're at the PJC Cast, Facebook. On Gmail, pjccast@gmail.com. You can find us on, you probably found us on iTunes. We're the PJC Cast there as well. Of course, clearly. Give us a rating. Give us a 5-star, or whatever you feel we're worth. I feel like there's one I've missed. There's
Patreon.
Oh yeah, of course, thank you. Our Patreon. We have a new patron, and that's very exciting. So thank you all for doing that. If you'd like to support us directly, in ways that'll just probably get us better recording equipment, you can shoot us $1 or $5 and get bonus fucking secret content that I really love, and I'm upset that y'all don't get to have it normally, but some of you do, and that's great.
Yeah, he gets real emotional about it. He's all broken up inside. He's really doing a great job. Hold it down.
You told them that you said that you wouldn't tell them.
I'm sorry, Jimmy. They have to know. They have to know. It's just I can't keep seeing the damage done.
I was crying, and Brian said, "Why are you crying, Jimmy?" And I said, "I just get so emotional about my patrons." And then I shit myself. I've been Jimmy.
And I saw him shitting himself, and I shat myself.
We start, and then
Isn't that just what that weird thing about humanity? How if you see somebody shitting themselves, you shit yourself? Isn't that weird?
It's really weird, because then I saw you shit, and I shat more.
Oh my god. It's the worst one.
And then you had to avert your eyes to not just have us both just die of dehydration from losing all our poopies.
Yeah.
All of your shit in a jacuzzi, nonetheless.
All your shit belong to us.
I wouldn't want to have to pay for those expensive shit transplants.
The fecal transplants, those are real.
I've heard.
What?
You put your poo in someone else and they get healthy. That's just science.
Oh, yeah. I read about that in the medical journals.
Why did we went the whole podcast without getting too poopy. And I guess we did have blood farts. Oh,
I guess you could say all the poopy
Blood
came out
shits.
in the end.
Oh!
Hey, damn.
All
Nice
right.
work, Brian Bloodshits.
Blood shits. All right, let's end it on that very definitely actually high note. Thank you all for joining us. I've been Jimmy.
I've been Brian.
I'm a tea kettle. Don't forget to write into us and tell us if you would prefer little sprinkles or jammies.
Don't forget to do that. Have a good night. And get
night.
home safe.
Love you.
Bye. See you
Kisses.
soon.
Kisses, huggies.
Here's a condom full of buffalo wings for you to take home and eat in the morning.
It's lubricated with buffalo sauce, actually.
Oh,
I mean, it keeps them moist.
It's hot and spicy.
oh God.
Yeah, because you're like crying because it's so spicy.
It's a little known fact. Wing sauce is a natural spermicide.
I also read that in the medical journals.
Yeah. You put it all over your dick, and then nobody wants to be a part of it. It's a natural spermicide.
Exactly. Good luck getting anybody pregnant with that.